Alright, so I guess this is part 2 of the unboxing of the Milwaukee M18 Fuel 7 1/4 inch circular saw. So I had to run out and take care of something before the basketball fell over in the storm. The goal, excuse me, to go lay that down. So anyway, I'm gonna open this thing up. Be extra careful with utility knives. They are sharper than just about any other knives you can pick up because their blades are super thin, super sharp. Alright, so just cut that open real quick. Alright, you got a instruction manual here with the guide to the M18 series and the M12, which is a smaller version battery, lighter, depending on how often you're going to pick things up. Alright, the fuel is in really solid packaging, so we'll take some of this cardboard off. Alright, it comes with a Milwaukee blade that we will put in there. This is a 24 teeth or tooth blade, so it'll be a framing blade normally by most carpenters. Put that over here to the side, we'll put that on. Now the actual saw, we will get out of the cardboard, throw the cardboard over, we don't need that much. Alright, so here we go, we're going to pull her out. The instructions, hey, really, you should read it ahead of time. Definitely read it, you know, try not to wait until something breaks down on you at the job site before you read this or skim it. We're going to put that over to the side, and this is the very first time this saw has come out of the package that I'm aware of. I didn't do a pre-opening to practice opening, which is probably obvious. Alright, so here we go. 7 1/4 inch Milwaukee M18 Fuel circular saw. Hefty blade guard handle there to move out of the way when you're starting cuts in the middle of a board. It's got a rafter hook. The rafter hooks are good, especially if you're working on roofs, to hang them on literal rafters. It's also great depending on how your workbench is set up, or if you work off sawhorses and a door or piece of plywood, you can hang this on your sawhorse. You don't have to lay it on the ground, constantly be leaning over and back up, and keeps your saw a little bit possibly cleaner depending on how hard and busy and fast you're working. The brushless motor in the Fuel series, from all the reviews I've watched, it's supposed to be super efficient to give you a longer battery life and runtime. It really feels like a solid saw. I have not used it yet. This is the unboxing. It also comes, which is handy, in this small plastic here bag, a handy dust extractor. But basically you hook this up here and you can hook it to a vacuum hose, and if you're working inside doing remodeling, you have a much cleaner work area, and you can also direct the sawdust to a specific area depending on where you're working and how you work. If you're outside framing, you may not need this at all because you're worried about production and efficiency. But in a lot of instances, you have to buy this separately with other cordless saws you buy, and that's just one more thing you have to pay for. But here it comes with the saw. When I bought this is the bread and butter that I'm looking for, because I've been using a corded saw, actually a corded worm drive saw, which is great, but after you use it enough, it does tend to get a little heavy. So I'm gonna slide this over for a minute. I'm gonna show you the battery that came with it. So where I was, if you buy that saw, then you get a Milwaukee 8 amp hour battery free, which is said to be a $169 value. So I'm gonna slide that over, which leaves you with a charger that you need for the battery. So that's why I chose to go with the Multi-Tool, which comes with the charger, and it also comes with a 1.5 amp hour battery. So we'll get into that really quick and carefully. Okay. All right, pop that open. So the cool thing about this, it does come with a Milwaukee bag. So you keep your tools a little bit dust free or clean anyway when you're not using them. Start pulling this out. Alright, so first you have your manual for your multi-tool, and we'll talk about some uses of that. Then you have your manual for your charger. The charger that comes with this will charge the 12-volt batteries that stand upright, and it will also charge Milwaukee's 18-volt battery. A little bit of a tool guide there, promotional material, but not that Milwaukee needs it, because they certainly have a name for quality power tools and cordless power tools. Alright, so here's your charger. Okay, I'll flip it up for you. Here you see your 12-volt. So these will be for your lighter tools that you're trying to use all day and create a better efficient work environment for yourself, and if you got guys working for you. Also, it's got the 18-volt charger right here. I don't think this is the quick charger. They have another one that charges super quick, and I went with this one because of the price point, and it comes with a multi-tool, which is, if multi-tools are really handy. Alright, so here's our battery, 1.5 amp hour. It comes with a multi-tool right here. So when you plug it in, you'll put your prongs together and it will snap into your charger like so. Plug your charger in to your regular 110 outlet, and shortly you'll be ready to go. I don't know if they're pre-charged when you get them. I'll check that out a little later. It does come with a couple blades. There's one. Okay, it comes with one blade, I believe. Alright, and so here's the multi-tool itself. If you do any flooring, if you work around door casings or really anything, and you have a spot that's really hard to get your circular saw into, and depending on the angle that you're cutting at, a sawzall or reciprocating saw, it's also called, can be extremely difficult depending on what that blade may bang up against when you're cutting through something. So this multi-tool, put your blade on here, and it makes it simple and easier to get in, and some people call it a cut-off tool. You cut off certain parts of, like, let's say you're going to put down some carpet and you need to trim your door frame a little bit higher, your door jamb. So you take this, you trim it off right there on both sides of your door. Then your carpet or whatever flooring you do will fit through there. If you have to cut out small areas, this is it's good for making more fine-tuned cuts in smaller areas. So that's an unboxing. You got your M18 Fuel 7 1/4 inch circular saw. This one came with a package, not with a package, but a bonus was you get your 8 amp hour battery for a super long battery life. With the multi-tool purchase that I chose, you also get the charger, 12-volt, 18-volt charger, and along with that circular saw, you also get a 24-tooth framing blade from Milwaukee and a dust blower or extractor. I guess it'd be a blower in a particular direction. So appreciate you checking out this video. And I'll let you know, I'll do a review on this a little later after some runtime and putting it to work, and let you know my opinion of it, which is I don't do it every day, carpentry, but I do it a fair amount. And cords, they will slow you down. So anyway, hope you enjoyed it. My name's Travis M. Dunlap, and catch you later.